Hi Aries, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for April 15th through May 14th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading, open to more than just romantic love. So we're just going to see what shows up and go with it. The recommended reader shout out is for Happy Mappy Tarot. Check her out and show her some love. All right. This may resonate as yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign also. Aries, what do we got for your harsh truth, Aries? What do you need to know? It's the way it is. 5 of Cups. Don't be sad. Ace of Wands. 4 of Swords. 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 7 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. All right, so. Okay. Okay. So just like a minor disappointment, nothing major. This is you kind of just rebounding and going with the flow actually as well. So there's that. You know what? Hold on a minute. Let me get, whoopsie, the other one that I want to get. All right. There we go. Okay. Have to get those for later. Sorry about that. All right. What's this Ace of Wands about? Got lots of wands here. Wands and swords. And pentacles. What's this Ace of Wands? What's this Ace of Wands? The Hierophant. Nice. What's this 3 of Wands about? For Aries, what's this 3 of Wands? 10 of Cups. Okay. What's this 6 of Wands about? What's this 6 of Wands? The Devil. All right. What's this 4 of Swords? 5 of, let's go back. 5 of Swords. This 7 of Swords. Okay. All right. So you're dealing with somebody that it looks like while you want to move on past the issues, they just want to move on. This is not somebody that's interested. Now, granted, Ronageddon's happening. The whole world's on fire. So that this could be about that. But as far as you moving past some issues with someone, it could be your employer, it could be family, anybody. It doesn't have to be romantic reading. This is you waiting to hear and ultimately having to just kind of take care of your own self because they're going to do them. They're going to take care of them and they're going to look out for them. And you're really wanting to be optimistic about this, and this is you progressing with or without this person's involvement, but there's disappointment since they're wanting to keep their options open. You know, they're not wanting to give back, they're not wanting to reciprocate. They're looking at this as, yeah, I might be talking to you online, but I might be talking to other people too. I'm keeping my options open, and you're just like, yeah, that doesn't work for me. So this is you not getting the feedback or response from someone and not waiting around, just walking away. Because it's not worth it for you to wait for someone. You've been here before with them and they aren't giving you the full picture. They aren't being totally honest with you. They aren't giving you the exclusive attention that this situation requires to resolve. They're just kind of still open. So, and this fell out. That's what fell out just now. So it is time for you to get some rest and to take care of yourself. Honestly, focusing on you and moving beyond this go around with this situation with this person. What's this 4 of Pentacles about for Aries? What's this 4 of Pentacles about? 4 of Pentacles for Aries. 8 of Cups. What's this 4 of Pentacles about for Aries? 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. All right. Okay, so this is about you moving on. I don't know if it's you that has the broken heart or This could be you realizing, you know what, I knew it might end this way, but thought I'd give it a chance anyway. Either way, I'm progressing with or without this person. This could be your person's moving on because they're brokenhearted and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with Aries anymore. I'm just going to cut my losses and move on. I don't want this to be just resting. I actually want this to be a strategic break, and I'm going to be, you know, wanting to get some distance from the shenanigans. So while you might be open to working this out, if someone were to meet you halfway, this is someone that is just feeling like, I don't want to put the effort in. I just want to keep my options open for whatever reason. And it looks like it's because of heartbreak, and they've given all they can emotionally to this, walking away. Same thing with you. You're like, you know what? I'm willing to talk about this if you are, but if you're not, I'm not going to chase after you. Like, I got to get moving. I got to move on here. What else for this reading for Aries? What's for Aries? This is kind of simplified. It's very simple for you. I hate to say you could take it or leave it, but this is something that you're willing to show up if they are, but it's very simple and streamlined. And you're willing to accept the heartbreak or the disappointment, like, this is going to be painful for a couple weeks or whatever about this, but you've got it in perspective. It feels like your person's not wanting to go there. They're not wanting to be emotional about that. They're just wanting to secure the next deal or person or situationship, whatever it is. They're wanting to, you know. So this is about you focusing on, whoopsie. Okay, well, that was rude. Focusing on self-care, yeah. Did I say that? I think I did. Okay. That's for Aries. That's for Aries. Letting go. This is out of your hands. You've given it your due diligence. You're open. You've made your intentions known, or you've put things out there, and it's someone that's shutting it down, turning away from it, not receptive to it because of the way they feel, or their mind's made up, or they need or want more. It feels like they're wanting a lot more, and not that you aren't willing to give it, but they're wanting more of an immediate gratification than you're willing to give. You're wanting to take time to talk about things, to clear the air, to set some parameters, to figure this out. Like, let's move past this in a real way. Let's discuss whatever the issue is and get some parameters going. You know, let's figure this out. And let's clear the air. They're not interested in that. They don't want to go deep like that. They don't want to do a deep dive on it. And it's not that you want to lament and go over this and whatever, but you're doing it for the sake of clarity so you don't run into the issues again with the person. They see it as being blamed or being vulnerable, and they just rather cut their losses and move on. And so it's not that you're wanting to you know, talk about it and be emotional and vulnerable for the sake of being able to get them to open up, only to shoot holes in it. You're not doing that. This isn't like a bait and switch. But I think they think that. I think they have so much, they're really wanting to move on and secure the next thing. You're dealing with somebody that's in need. Like, as in, maybe they haven't told you as much. Maybe that's why they don't want to get to the bottom of this, is because it's like, you know what, it's not about emotional gratification. I need this, this, and this, like, right now. So maybe it's that they don't have the time to go there with you because they've got other family matters pressing, or if you're not going to give them this, then they're moving on. But you're open and you're willing to take whatever, and they're not. Give me this or that, and I don't want to talk about it. You're like, okay, yeah, that doesn't work for me. So, okay. So that's that letting go, because you're like, well, I guess it's out of my hands then. I can only meet you so far. I'm not going to do this blindly or do like how we've been doing. I've got to look out for myself and take care of myself also in this. And I can't just completely let the walls down and just no. Mm-mm. What else for Aries? Letting go, restriction, and fear. I don't feel like you're afraid though. I feel like your person is in need and they've got to secure and take care of that before they can really deal with anybody. There's a real impatience about them. But I don't feel like you are. I feel like there's disappointment, sadness, you know, but you're willing to take those lumps and because you don't want to and move on and move forward, because you don't want to be where you've been with this person. You're open, but you're not going to do it to where you are in deficit or you're just going to be taken for granted again or, you know, have your contribution discarded and just be like, let's put you back in the box to where you're in service of me and you're doing all for me. You're like, no, this has to be a two-way street. Okay. Doesn't have to be that serious, but I mean, that's what you're looking at. Like, you know what, we're going to keep hitting this. We're going to keep landing here if we don't get to the bottom of what's really going on. I don't want to be here in service of the relationship, in service of you. It has to be a two-way street here. And this person, it feels like they've already got another situation started. So you're like, well, okay, meh. That's for Aries. That's for Aries. Two of Wands, and there's Aries, Queen of Wands reverse. So we've got someone that is kind of, I don't want to say on the warpath, but they're singularly focused about what they need right now. And they're like moving forward. They're moving forward with where it's the most advantageous for them. And this is someone that it's a means to an end for this person right now. And I don't want to make light of that if this is someone that has major health issues that need rest and care and need to figure out their self-care. But this looks kind of like it's emotional here. But it very well could be that someone is needing to really just abandon everything else and focus on resting and healing. Could very well be that. If it's not that, this is someone that is in need of something else. And if you're not readily going to fork it over, then they're walking. It's that simple because they're kind of on a mission right here. And they're just, it's a series for them of weighing the best options at like any given situation. It's a means to an end. Some would call that dating. But I mean, for this, it just, yeah, and you're just not about that. So there it is. Okay. So good for you for continuing to progress and just being like, well, I'm here if you ever, you know, but these are my standards. So I'm not going to go below that. And I'm going to keep my options open also for what I want because I believe in my standards and I know that I can be a good partner and I don't want to accept anything less. So nothing wrong with that. All right. I hope this was helpful, Aries. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care out there and stay safe. If you're an essential worker or a first responder, I thank you for your service. And I hope to see you all in the next reading. Much love and support to you. Take care.